Hi guys, today I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you about one of the struggles I had before I signed up with the challenge group. And I just figured that if I have this problem, that there are probably other moms out there who are having the same problem. And so I just figured that I would take a minute and talk about it. So I don't know about you, but for me as a stay-at-home mom, I felt super guilty taking the time to work out for me. It didn't matter if I did it at home or if I did it at the gym. I just felt that like my husband and our family was sacrificing so much for me to be able to stay at home with our family that it wasn't okay for me to turn on the TV and put the kids in front of it so that I could get a workout on. It wasn't okay for me to spend the time to go, put the kids in the daycare at the gym and have somebody else watch our kids. Well, that's my job, to stay at home and watch our kids, and now I'm having someone else do it so that I could work out. Like, I had a super, super hard time with it, and for months, if not years, that was the main reason why I didn't work out. I felt so guilty that it wasn't worth it. When I would get up, probably 9 months before I started working out with a Beachbody program, I was running every day. I ran a Ragnar, and I'm not a runner, but I needed to do something, and I felt that running would be the easiest, it wouldn't cost any money, just go out and run, which is easier said than done since we live in like the mountains. But I was like, okay, let's jump in, let's commit, let's do this. And even still, like, I would get up early in the morning and I would go running at 5:30 in the morning, and when I'd get home at like 6:30 and the kids would already be up and get ready for school, and my husband would be a little bit honoring because I had come in late, or like, it was so stressful and I felt so guilty all of the time. And I don't think that I don't want it to come across like it was my husband, because he was not. He was very supportive of it. But just coming home to like that chaos when he's trying to get ready for work and the kids are crying and everything's kind of going on, like every time I came home to that, I just felt like that, man, I need to not work out. Like, I just felt like I was failing as my job as a mom, because when they wake up and they needed me, or in the afternoons, like, I just felt like, being a mom is a 24/7 thing, and it really is. And so no time during that 24/7 was there time for me to work out. And I hope I'm not the only one. I felt so incredibly guilty. But as things continued and I continued to not take the time on me and to not put myself first, my depression got worse. My weight obviously got worse. I was replacing food to help me feel better, which compounded the problem even more. And so I finally just got to a point where I was just like, I have to do it. I have to do something. And so I took that dive, and I sat down with my husband and I said, this is something I have to do. And I joined a challenge group because I knew that if I had paid the money and I had someone to keep me accountable, that I wouldn't quit. That even on those days where I was feeling guilty, on those days where the kids were crying, where I just normally would be like, I'm not doing this today, it's not worth it, that I would stick with it because I had made the sacrifices. I had someone there with me, encouraging me and motivating me along the way. And I made it through my first 90-day program. I did P90X3. And at the end of it, I realized I was totally backwards in my thinking. Like, being able to take that time for me has truly made me a better mom. It has given me more energy. It has allowed me to be confident in my body so that I don't think twice about, being in the picture or about getting in my swimsuit and jumping in the water with the kids. It has given me so much more, and given our family so much more than the 30 minutes a day I take out of it. So I just want you to know that, one, if you feel guilty because you're a mom and your job is to stay home with your kids and you don't think it's okay to take that time for yourself. Number one, I understand. That is totally how I felt. I know that it's not so like, it's not something that's easy to like talk yourself out of, you know? And this is what I found. I have found that if you take that time, find someone to help keep you accountable, find the time, and make that commitment, you will not regret it. You and your family will be better because of it.